Welcome back to the dojo, y'all. Welcome back to the daily discussions. I'm your host, Professor Hawk Sensei, if you ain't already know. And today I want to talk about imitation being a form of flattery. Yes, imitation is a form of flattery. You may think when somebody copy your style or do something you do, feel like it's disrespect. And I can understand because when you are the first person to do something or have something or put your outfit together a certain way or, you know what I mean, whatever it is, you feel original, you feel unique. And then when other people come behind you and start emulating you or doing the things that you did or dressing away or, you know what I mean, it's really them giving you your flowers. I know this term has been popularized in the last couple of years, giving you your flowers. That's really just giving you your respect, giving you your credit, you know what I mean? That's really what they're doing without actually saying it. You know what I mean? You could be the first one. Let's say you was the first person to make a YouTube page. Now everybody got a YouTube page. You're no longer unique or original. Because when a particular thing, event, situation, style, design, or whatever becomes oversaturated, it loses its originality. You know what I mean? Like, you go to any fast food spot, they almost always set up the same way. You know what I mean? Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, they all set up the same way. You know what I mean? There's no true originality behind the counter. All of the stuff that you see is just an image, a projection. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's an illusion, right? So you gotta think about it, right? Monkey see, monkey do. When people copy or emulate, try to project another being, another entity, what have you, it's really acknowledgement. They want to be like that thing, like that person. You know what I mean? That's usually what people do in order to learn or grow or change or become something. You know what I mean? They mimic and imitate something that they want to be or something they want to be more like. You know what I mean? This that's what you get. That's really programming. You know what I mean? Like when you watch a celebrity or an actor, a rapper, you know what I mean, have a particular type of style or brand and other people want to emulate and be like that artist or that celebrity, that actor, you know what I mean, that brand, that movement. It's really just them acknowledging that they like what you do and they want to be more like you. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. And it took me a long time to come to this realization because I always was somebody who did my own thing. I wasn't really somebody who wanted to dress like everybody else or act like everybody else or look like everybody else or behave like everybody else or think like everybody else. I wanted to be true to my design. I wanted to be true to the creator. He made me a designer's original. I am not supposed to be like anybody else. I can learn from other people. I can borrow things that they do, but ultimately, I have to spin it my own way. I have to put my own oomph on it so it becomes mine. Most of the things that we do and or know, they came from something or someone else. When you come into the world, you don't know anything. So by default, as you grow and learn, you begin to mimic behaviors and attitudes and sayings and phrases and stuff. Because why? You're learning. You're learning. When you see people mimicking you or your style or whatever, it's because they're learning from you. You seem to be the best teacher. You seem to have the vision that they want to see. So they begin to copy. And if I do what he does, maybe I'll get what he got. If I dress like this, you know what I mean? Maybe I can get the girls, or whatever it is, that's just them acknowledging you, your style, your charisma, your uniqueness, and in turn, they depreciate its value because other people are now doing it. But don't let this discourage you. I want to remind you that imitation is a form of flattery. Imitation is a form of flattery. They are just so amazed by what it is that you do. So they want to have what it is that you have. So they begin to do the things that you do. You can just think of yourself as a teacher, as a sensei, to show others the way. Be a leader, not a follower. This is something my mother used to always tell me as a young child, young man. Be a leader, not a follower. Nowadays, we are encouraged to be followers, especially with social media. But always remember, at any point in time, you can blaze your own trail, choose your own path, and make your own way. It's always up to you. You can learn from the greats. You can mimic and imitate what it is that they did or have done. But ultimately, you want to do your own thing. You want to create your own sense of style, your own sense of self, your own identity, to set yourself apart from everyone else. Have you ever noticed that most people, they try to fit in, they try to do what they believe is accepted by the collective, and that's how they move. And in doing that, they lose their sense of self, they lose their identity, they become an NPC, a lost soul, who is led by the crowd, the Pied Piper philosophy. But I want you to appreciate the people who copy the things that you do. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to express your displeasure or your disgust. Just when you see somebody trying to do you the way you do you, just smile to yourself and say, yeah, I'm that mofo. Everybody out here trying to be like me. Just say it to yourself. You ain't got to say it out where everybody can hear. I know you're probably saying it anyway. But when you see that, just remember, they just giving you your respect. They just giving you your acknowledgement. They want to be just like you when they grow up. You feel me? So you gotta kind of smile and take it in stride. You know, the way that I dress and I style, I would like to think that it's my own thing. You know what I mean? I would like to think that it's my own thing, but sadly it's not. It is an amalgamation of other things that I put together to create my own thing. But at its base, everything I'm doing or wearing has been done before. No, the design and styles that I wear on my clothes per se, no, nobody else has them. Nobody else can have them because I'm the one who made them, at least for right now. But people have put characters on shirts before. You know what I'm saying? The baseline or whatever. People have put characters on shirts before, right? People have worn high socks and high stockings before. They do it in California, the gang members. Like, I've seen the essays and the Raza and all them wearing high socks. Sometimes they do it in jail too. You know what I mean? You look back at the 16th century, right? They didn't really wear pants. They wore trousers and had long stockings with them. You know what I mean? You look at the shinobi culture. Like, no, they weren't wearing stockings, but what they did was they wore pants and they had tape wrapped around the bottom. You know what I mean? So it kind of looked like something else that was done before. You know what I mean? This is what we're talking about when we say there's nothing new under the sun. You know what I mean? This thing, I don't even want to tell you what it is. It don't matter because I don't really want nobody doing this. But for lack of a better term, this is a sash, right? It's something that martial artists wear and something that royalty wear. Like, it's a sash. It's a piece of cloth that you tie around your shoulder or your waist, or it's been done in martial arts. You know what I mean? It's more often than not just a fashion statement. It can be used to strangle somebody, sure, but more often than not, it's almost always been a fashion statement. You know what I mean? So me doing all these things, putting all these things together, making it my thing, it's just pieces and parts from other things that I put all together into one. Because this is what I want to dress and look like. I want to wear colorful things. I want to have style. You know what I mean? I want to look different from everybody else. And what I wear is different from what everybody else wears. Nobody wears Dragon Steel 7. Why? Because it's something that I made. Only I can wear it unless there's other people who's like, you know what, I like that style. And then they can buy a hoodie or a t-shirt that I made for them custom. You know what I mean? But back to the topic. Before we cut this video, before we finish for the day, imitation is a form of flattery. So when you see people copying your style or emulating you, trying to project what it is that you are, that they wish to be, just smile to yourself. It means that you're on the right path. It means that you're doing something right. People don't jump onto or follow things that they don't think is cool or awesome or awe-inspiring or motivational, right? So when you see people going behind you and doing things that you do, or, you know what I mean? Just remember that they're giving you your flowers. Yeah, of course, if enough people do it, you won't have that as an original thing unless you can go back and pull up the receipts, but whatever. Appreciate the compliment from afar. With that being said, Professor Hawk signing out. Hawk Sensei bids you adieu. Hope you're waking up every day with a plan, a purpose, and a smile. And if you're not waking up with a plan, a purpose, and a smile, hey, at least you're waking up. So go ahead and do me that favor since you made it this far. Like the video, because I know you like this. Share the video, because we're not stingy. We're not selfish over here. And last but not least, subscribe, because you came back too many times not to push that button. And I've been watching. Push that button.